Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm here for Peter.
What?
True words have never been spoken.
Oh my. Alright, Justin. Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that threat, that menace, it is... You know who I am. Alright, kids. So, yes, you heard last episode about what was coming this episode. We threw that out the window because things are all over the place. By this point, you have heard our Across the Spider-Verse review. And this time, we're going to be talking some early 90s or late 80s even. Todd McFarlane Spider-Man.
Finally something that'll make us happy.
Hey-oh. That's right, kids. Feast your eyes on some Todd McFarlane Mary Jane. Another kind of Mary Jane that makes Lilith happy. She's like, ha. Alright, so. I was going to say, I don't think there's any big Spider-Man news except for that movie, so. Alright, so, should we jump into the issues?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so, yes, this time we're going to cover Amazing Spider-Man 318 and 319. Scorpion, kids, the Scorpion.
Those were the days.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of cannon fodder, we always talk about the Shocker, but speaking of cannon fodder, the Scorpion.
The other infamous cannon fodder.
Alright, so Amazing Spider-Man 318 from August 1989. Sting Your Partner. Writer, David
Yeah, that's about right.
Writer David McElhinney, penciler and inker Todd McFarlane. Get them shekels, kid. Colorist Bob Sharon and friend of a friend Gregory Wright.
I was waiting for it.
Letterer Rick Parker, no relation, and editor Jim Salicrup. Salicrup. Okay, Ray.
It was just a really nice package.
We all strive to be as cool as Ray around here.
He's like, what did I do?
The Hard Master.
The Scorpion has been given a new weaponized tail by Justin Hammer. Testing out Justin Hammer. That's a poor name of it.
Can we just talk about why Scorpion's a villain? His mom named him McDonald Gargan. You know, like, he got picked on and bullied, and yeah, that's where we're at.
And then he worked for
Be careful what you name your kids, people.
And then he worked for Jameson.
Yeah.
And he went
that was the icing on the cake.
That villain maker, J. Jonah Jameson. Testing out his new...
Well, and to make it worse, isn't Jameson, like, chameleon right now?
Oh, yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to get there, kids. No, we're going to get to more of that in a few months here, kids. Testing out his new equipment, the Scorpion easily totals a bunch of mannequins. Satisfied with the performance, the Scorpion can't wait to use his new tail against the man responsible for him becoming the Scorpion, J. Jonah Jameson.
See, Jameson's the menace, not Peter.
I know. That's what I always say. Weaponized tail. Don't we see enough of that on Twitter and Instagram?
Superior puss. Scorpion.
Superior puss.
What?
Scorpion wishes.
I know.
Superior puss.
No, I like weaponized tail. We're gonna have to make a drop for that.
Yes.
Superior puss.
Yeah,
It's funny because Justin said it.
I know. Like he would know. Oh.
He's like, you don't want to know the things I'm doing.
Nobody can know my secrets. Although I don't know. I think he's bared his soul more, as much as you on this podcast. I don't think he has any more secrets. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Let's get to Musgrave and get it over with.
However, Justin Hammer reminds the Scorpion that he promised to kidnap General Musgrave in exchange for the new equipment that he has been provided. Hammer intends to turn the general over to certain parties in Europe in exchange for favorable business deals with Hammer Industries.
What is this, rollerball? Like, what? I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
I'm surprised.
He's dealing with the Russians.
I'm surprised that, because Michelini did write the character, and I'm just surprised Iron Man didn't show up, because Hammer is an Iron Man villain.
I know, that's what I was waiting on. I'm like, oh, they're gonna blue ball us on this one. Okay.
They showed restraint. They actually showed restraint.
He's not a hack. He was like, I don't need the shekels that bad.
They're like, we got McFarlane art. What more do you want?
Exactly, basically.
Soon the Scorpion is on his way to carry out his mission. Hammer's assistant, Philip Barnett, asks if they can trust the Scorpion to carry out his mission. Hammer admits that he has gone outside of his usual deal with supervillains, but the Scorpion appears to be more unstable than most.
Yeah, because Scorpion's not a super. He got a good discount.
I love how I mean, as you see on the little screen, it's like
he's pinching pennies. When you get the Scorpion in the villain handbook, you are pinching pennies. He's got to be like I don't know, 30 cents on the dollar cheaper than everybody else.
The dude's whole
his rates have got to be so low.
The dude's whole business
Has
is.
Scorpion ever won a single fight, Phil?
No, I don't think. I mean, even if he did, somebody probably turned around and then beat his ass.
It was against mannequins, at best. That was the highlight of his life, whipping those mannequins with his new tail.
Remember when we did that arc where Peter, didn't have his powers for a couple issues there, and Felicia had to help him out. I don't even know if he won that fight. It was Felicia and a powerless Peter, and I still don't think he won that fight.
No, he didn't have the upper hand, sir. So it's like, Justin, baby, what are you doing? Are we going broke?
Upper hand.
You hire the Scorpion. I'm just assuming you're looking for a discount. That's all I'm saying.
Upper hand, and I'm just there. That Costanza drop, but I have hand, and you're gonna need it. Oh my God!
Kids,
What?
It's never zero, kids.
Oh my God! What did we do? We're up to the people watching us are jumping. We're 3.
Yeah, I noticed. Don't mention it unless they leave a comment in the chat. Don't mention it.
Okay.
That's streaming policy, bud.
Okay. But yeah, even Hammer, I love. The guy who deals with supervillains all day is like, I guess I lowered my standards for the Scorpion.
Like I said, he's going broke with that fight he's got going on. He's looking for a discount.
My guess. Justin decides to wait and see how he performs on this task before he considers taking the Scorpion on for further employment.
As you should.
Oh my God, he's a supervillain temp at this point.
What? Oh, you know what? Marvel needs. You know how it was powerless? No, supervillain temps. And how henchmen get hired? We need that show.
Supervillain temp agency?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or just hire a henchman for a day. Put this costume on. Aw, it's green and purple. You're a villain.
Oh my God, can you imagine us lighting Charlie Esser's mind on fire? Supervillain temp agency. Oh, I must have this.
No, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Be like, we need something for the blog, Charlie. Come on.
I don't know.
Dust off your typewriter.
You want Charlie to see that? You better put it on Brian Cronin's blog.
Hey, now we have guests.
I know.
Might not be part of the family.
I know.
They don't understand our beef.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody tell Brian.
I was gonna say you have to put it on Maz's t-shirt.
Oh, or the back of his pants.
I'm uncancelable. You've never lived until Maz has given you a pain.
Meanwhile, Peter and his wife Mary Jane are out apartment hunting, but have no luck. So far, they haven't found something decent, which upsets Mary Jane. However,
Yeah, it's the late 80s in New York. Things are skyrocketing here. We're talking prime real estate. You're gonna have to go live with your aunt out in Queens.
plus she can't get any modeling work because she's been blackballed by Jonathan Caesar.
Jonathan Caesar.
Because she wouldn't submit to him.
Yeah, I know. Don't we know it?
However, Peter reminds her that she finally managed to land a modeling gig and sends her on her way. Get out of here.
Trap.
Peter has work to do himself and changes into Spider-Man in order to hunt and look for photos to sell to the Daily Bugle. However,
Like, that gig does not pay a lot, even in the best of times right now, right? So I can only imagine what it paid in the 80s. Like, Mary Jane really was holding it down with her modeling. She was basically his sugar mama. And, just recontextualizing and looking at it in different eyes, it's like Peter's a bum.
well, so it was
He's been a bum for a minute, man.
it was only supposed to be a part-time job while he got his master's degree, which he still hasn't gotten.
He never even got that. He's the Wallowitz. All these villains have actual PhDs, and he's the Wallowitz with barely a master's degree at best.
Even Superior Puss has a degree.
I think Doom has more college than him.
Oh! And he dropped out. Yes, because he outburned. Unfortunately, since J. Jonah Jameson seems disinterested in photos of Spider-Man, the pictures
I wonder why.
the pictures he take are not as dramatic as he could hope. Yes, kids. Oh, we're going to get to that in a few months. When Peter arrives at the Daily Bugle, the photos he has taken are rejected. When he tells Joy Mercado, the blonde of this era,
We're in our Joy Mercado era. Yuck.
the Nora Winters of her time.
Exactly.
She suggests that he try to get an actual assignment.
Get a real job, Peter.
Or no, take pictures of something other than Spider-Man. Come on. Telling Peter that Lance Bannon was able to get one from Jameson. So he should ask. When Jonah comes back, Peter asks if he can get an assignment. Jameson brushes him off and returns to his office. Joy points out that Jonah has been acting strange lately. How can you tell?
Oh no, here comes Katzenberg. Oh no!
Giving assignments to tabloid photographer Nick Katzenberg and locking himself in his office and watching old movies. If they could only see inside Jonah's office, they'd learn that this is not J. Jonah Jameson at all, but the chameleon in disguise.
It could be worse. He could be a scroll. And he could be banging that scroll.
I see someone has been watching Marvel Tales.
Yes. Of course.
Talk about Superior Puss.
Superior Puss.
Later that evening, Mary Jane has just finished getting her makeup done when the producer of the photo shoot informs her that they have decided to go with another model.
Rude.
When Mary Jane's friend Sandy asks Mary Jane what she is going to do after losing yet another modeling gig, Mary Jane does what she usually does, goes dancing in a trendy nightclub.
I'm not saying Mary Jane was a party girl, but it is kind of what she did best at this particular time. She's a feisty redhead,
She wasn't doing anything there for money, was she?
We all know the story about Bruce. That's all I'm saying. And she was a model in the 80s. I'm just saying, you can put it together. You can put the pieces together. I love Mary Jane, but it's suspect.
Superior Puss.
Guys, this is suspect.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying Bruce goes to that nightclub?
Mm-hmm.
Batman, my favorite character.
There's a black Lamborghini out there. Mark my words.
And if you read Batman Damned, you know what keeps it out utility belt.
Yeah, a tube sock.
Whoa! She does
And then she goes, they are so rude. They go to Aunt May's house at 3 a.m. Like, are you kidding me?
I know. She doesn't get back to Aunt May's house until 3 in the morning. When Peter asks where she was, she explained what she did. Oh, I don't think she did.
Well, here comes the money.
She explained.
Here comes what couples argue over the most.
I mean, it was Todd McFarlane, so we literally see her changing clothes. Could you imagine if?
I think take a shot every time you see Mary Jane changing out of her clothes in a Todd McFarlane drawn Spider-Man issue.
If you ever,
I think it's on the bingo card. I'm pretty sure.
if you ever wanted to see a bunch of Mary Jane side boob, yes, read any Todd McFarlane issue.
I wonder why they never made somebody should just make like a book of just Todd McFarlane Mary Jane side boob. Like that Family Guy episode. He's like, do you like this side boob? What about this side boob? How about this side boob? Well, you shouldn't, because that's my side boob.
What are you saying? We should start a blog at Mary Jane side boob every time?
Yes. I'm sure somebody has done that. I'm sure it's on Tumblr somewhere.
Side boob and cleavage, yes.
Just like I'm sure there's like a Nightwing blog just dedicated to all the butt shots. I am like positive it exists, but I haven't gone looking for it. Because I will be awed and get disappointed.
Or just the sexy women of Todd McFarlane.
No. I know there's a Jim Lee one. I know there is. There should be a Todd McFarlane one.
Oh, there you go. Every week the blog is, a sexy woman of Jim Lee versus sexy woman of Todd McFarlane.
I don't think anybody's wrist is ready for that.
Wow!
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
It'd be funny. I have to say, when she's changing, if you just see like ones falling out.
I don't think Mary Jane wears a bra, personally.
Wow! Well, at least not what.
Especially at this time.
I was gonna say, at least when Todd McFarlane was drawing this now. Oh wait! Oh my God! She was what's her name from Seinfeld at this era?
Oh yeah, she's the heiress.
Henry.
Heiress.
Yes. Sue Ellen Mischke.
You know what? I've still never had no Henry bar to this day.
I know.
I stand with Elaine.
I never saw a lot of. I mean, they couldn't have been that popular, could they? Because
I definitely think that's like an old people candy.
At the bottom of your grandma's purse. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe your great grandma.
This leads to an argument over money and how Mary Jane worries about Peter when he goes out as Spider-Man. Peter pulls his wife close in an attempt to comfort her, telling her that...
Well, you have been out partying all night, lady, so...
Telling her that they can't let their current troubles tear them apart.
No, leave that to Mephisto.
Oh! Ooh!
Too soon, Phil. Too soon.
Burn.
Like their marriage.
Burn.
You gotta laugh to keep from crying, Phil.
Their marriage, I just want her to live at this point. Yeah, it's a Zeb Wells show. Remember when she was married and getting naked kids? Now we have to worry about Zeb Wells.
I mean, I don't think anybody's crazy enough to actually off Mary Jane.
Oh my God, that's the blog every week. Who's been the biggest devil, Mephisto or Zeb Wells?
That's a toughie.
Who's done more damage to that marriage? All right. At that same moment, Harry Osborn. Oh man, I wish you could see your eyes rolling in
Where's
the back.
the sad whistle?
Oh, I was waiting for Harry Osborn is poking around a Soho loft that he now remembered that his family owned, now that some of his repressed memories have returned.
Well, when you're dealing with the Green Goblin, it's best to have a mental break and forget everything. Shout out to Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 312, I guess, is what we're referencing.
Inferno, yes, when he fought Mackindale.
God, Inferno was the gift that just kept taking.
Oh, it took it. Harry Osborn versus Mackindale.
Like, oh my God, bottom of the barrel. Absolutely bottom of the barrel.
Spider-Man's like,
what a time to not be alive, kid.
Oh God. That was like one of my first issues I bought, like right off the spinner rack.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetie.
Can you imagine? I was just like, wait a minute, the Green Goblin's son? I'm like, wait a minute, there's already... I've just learned of the Hobgoblin. There's already a second one?
Just wait. We get overrun by goblins.
Oh, I know.
You even get a goblin queen.
Oh, my. Oh. Oh, yeah. Goblins, goblins, goblins.
Gobble, gobble.
Stay tuned for November, kids.
The annual tradition started as a joke, but
Oh, please. I would end it.
people said Ray demanded it.
I know. Oh, please. If I even hint that we're not doing any kind of goblin, you're like, really?
Well, yeah, it's our thing now. But I kind of regret it because I feel like maybe the executives saw that and that's why we have all these damn goblins again. They're like, it's an uptick in goblin activity every year around Thanksgiving. What do you think that's about?
Norman Osborn loves turkey.
Because he is one. A jive one at that.
Oh! No, because we know what he did with that bridge and everything.
Choke that chicken!
So, all right.
Harry Osborn.
So Harry, opening a secret panel to reveal the place where he has hidden his Green Goblin costume, he muses over one last task he needs to complete before setting his master plan into motion.
Harry has never had a master plan in his life. It's more like a massive failure.
And it's basically
He's never been a threat ever.
And the big master plan is basically he's gonna move his family into the loft and then offer Peter and Mary Jane the top floor.
So he can keep an eye on them.
He's not a master planner. I heard he's a great fisherman. He's a great master baiter.
Masturbation. I don't even think he's good at that. You see how Normie turned out.
Oh!
You can roast fictional children. It's okay.
No, Harry's a master baiter. He's better working alone.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's his kid, but then he has the cornrows, so I don't know. Maybe it's his father's kid. I don't know. None of my business.
Oh, forget the sins past stuff. There's your controversy. That's Norman's kid.
Exactly.
Oh!
Nobody has the testicular fortitude to do stuff like that, though. You know,
I know.
It's 2023. People will be like riled up for whatever reason.
Can you imagine? Get cucked by your own father?
It happens.
I know. I've heard story. Oh God, like 20 years ago, the place I was working, I heard a story like that. Yeah, guy comes home, finds his wife cheating. Meanwhile, was with his father. Yeah.
Messy. Yeah, I don't think they're not into the dramatic mess of it all anymore. That's the problem.
Oh no, Norman's a nice guy now.
Yeah. You keep feeding me that crap. Sure.
I know. Oh my God.
Golden goblin my ass.
Oh my. Did you see the previews for the upcoming Amazing Spider-Man arc with Doc Ock? Oh my God.
Like, it's all been done before. Like,
that Doc Ock doesn't look good.
Like, where's my white suit? Just give me my white suit auto back. Like, what is so hard about that?
I mean, they're really going full, like, it doesn't even look good. They changed the design of the tentacles. And
I was like, who drew this? Frank Miller?
Oh!
I mean, Frank Miller in 2023?
Your mother's a whore!
Oh, sorry.
You said the magic word. I'm sorry. No, you just said the magic word. Ah! All right. The following morning, Peter Parker is on the campus of Empire State University, where he sees some of his fellow students preparing for an anti-war protest. Oh my God. So he's basically, all right, he's back in college again. So he's basically the Steve Buscemi, hello, fellow students.
Yes, exactly. Yikes. He's a narc! Literally.
I mean, he works for a newspaper. It's like, yes, he's here to spy on us. Peter learns that they're going to Brooklyn Armory to protest a ceremony awarding General Musgrave. I've heard that name before.
Finally, our story begins to collide. Jeez.
Hey.
These adult situations and arguments over the mortgage payment.
Yes, but it did give,
or lack thereof.
But it did give us side boobs, so shut your mouth.
I know, that's the only palatable way. When you're having to make an adult theme, you're like, throw in some side boob.
I mean, okay, so I guess I'm always like, yeah. When I started reading, which was like in this era, I was like, yeah, the marriage didn't bother me, even though I was a child. I'm like, I like that. Now,
yeah, but like, ooh, that's a little too real. David, somebody go check on David Michelinie real quick.
But no, now I realize why 11-year-old me loved the marriage. Side boob everywhere. Okay, so we can backtrack this. Okay, I see what threw me into puberty. Okay. Todd McFarlane art.
I owe financial compensation by freaking Todd McFarlane for throwing me into early puberty. John Bird too.
No wonder I defend this marriage so vigorously. This was my first exposure to it. Yeah, bring her back. Yeah. Hearing this, Peter decides to cut class in the hopes of taking photos that J. Jonah Jameson
you're never going to graduate at this rate, Peter.
Will buy off him. Well, he's got to pay the tuition somehow.
Well, if Aunt May would die, he could get some damn life insurance and sell the house. Jeez.
Uncle Mephisto want none of that.
No, we know.
Soon, Peter Parker is at the armory, but seeing that security is tight, he slips away to change into Spider-Man in order to get some exclusive photos. At the same time, Mac Gargan is in a nearby van, putting on his Scorpion costume in order to complete his kidnapping mission.
It's a battle van!
No, I thought you were going to say a panel.
It's not even a battle van.
I thought you were going to say a windowless panel van.
Oh, that's definitely a Kiz Alley. Ew.
Uh-huh. The two superhumans, I don't know, I'm thinking just one, but yes, the two...
Yeah.
The two sneak into the facility. Spider-Man perches out of sight to take photos of Musgrave as he is being given his medal. As Spider-Man snaps photos, he spots Joy Mercado and Lance Bannon in the front row, making his photos worthless.
I mean, they were already worthless. It's literally canon that Peter's not even a good photographer, bro. It tickles me pink every time, and I'm like, babes, you're using like literally the best Sony point-and-shoot camera of the time, and you still suck.
And is he going to say something about sneaking in? Because are they going to be like, oh, why am I getting pictures of this award ceremony from the ceiling? Yes. Yeah. I knew.
Babes, you don't have very good composition in your photos. They're blurry. Like, you're going to college. Take a photography class, babes.
I mean, if he had,
read a book.
Maybe if he had taken 2 seconds of after he snuck in, changing back to Peter Parker, and
the kid's got no common sense. It's the little things,
I mean, well, look at his conversation from last night. I mean, he's thinking with the wrong web shooter,
He's got to get that money somehow, Phil. He's got to take care of his baby, so she ain't got to be out there all night.
How am I? How should I phrase this? He's still superior puss drunk, okay?
Superior puss.
I know.
Suddenly, as if this isn't crazy enough, the Scorpion comes crashing in to kidnap the General. Spider-Man swoops in and knocks his foe down. He attempts to web up the Scorpion's eyes, but his costume is rigged with a special membrane that vaporizes anything that comes in contact with his mask.
Ha! Not this time, Spider-Man!
Hope his eyes don't get itchy. As Spider-Man struggles with his foe, he laments over how the other photographers are able to take photos of the battle.
Wow!
There's a man's life at risk.
Cash-strapped Peter is not a good Peter, man.
No. A man's life is at risk, but damn it, how can I cash in on it?
Should have set the timer on your camera.
Exactly.
Is that what he used to do?
Yeah, web it to the wall and set the timer. Or there was either a timer, or at some point he did have like a transmitter in his belt, so anytime he crossed in front of it, it would snap. Yeah. In order to escape with his victim, the Scorpion blasts the support wall, threatening the lives of the members of the press. As Spider-Man leaps in to brace the falling debris, this allows Lance Bannon to get in close for some great shots.
Freaking Bannon.
Peter should have been like, I could drop this wall on you, right?
I would have. But Joy's there, so
Oh my. Overhearing how Lance will get paid a fortune for his photos, the Scorpion is furious that someone is getting paid to help his enemy, J. Jonah Jameson. This causes the Scorpion to snap and threatens to kill the General unless they bring him J. Jonah Jameson. So yes, kid. Yeah, kids. Yes, Jonah originally financed the equipment that turned Mac Gargan into the Scorpion back in Amazing Spider-Man 20.
Wow. I mean, wow.
Oh, God. These notes are just depressing me, because of the whole Mephisto thing,
Yeah, like, they don't have to say, we know, man. We know.
We retcon history, so now they're basically just a common law couple. Oh, God.
That's rude.
I know. And yes, they got thrown out of Bedford Towers in Amazing 314, and the whole Jonathan Caesar thing was Amazing Spider-Man 307 through 309. Scroll down, kids. We covered all those.
We sure did.
Would you have the intestinal fortitude to do a Scorpion month?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
If we don't get that this year, we might have to do that next year.
I'm always down, like just any cannon fodder. Like I said, we did Shocker. We can do Scorpion. That's fine.
I was going to say either a Scorpion month or
I
just...
mean, we deal with Mackendale all the time, don't we?
Yes. Next summer, we might have to do it.
I'm a sucker for a sad villain, man.
I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod.
Oh my God! Next year we might have to do cannon fodder summer.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Scorpion, Shocker. I'm sure I could find more. Oh, speaking of, yes,
Rocket Racer.
the Chameleon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, we're gonna get
a joke.
We're gonna get to this whole Chameleon mess in a few months here, kids. Yeah, because if you want to see that, it says here Web of Spider-Man 51 through 54. But yeah, there was some stuff in Spectacular too. But yes, we're gonna get there. Oh, we're gonna get there, kids, in a few months. Chameleon as Jonah, Lobo Brothers. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, we've been threatening Lobo Brothers for a while.
It's coming.
Since the beginning, I'm pretty sure.
It's coming, kids.
Here we are, like 1,000 episodes later. Are we getting back around?
Yes. And again, Harry Osborn and the whole mental breakdown. His mental breakdown was.
Well, he was an Osborn, so he's been a ticking time bomb. As we learned with Normie, he was a ticking. I told you that kid was a ticking time bomb. They finally remembered. So I was like, let's do something with Normie.
Harry was a ticking pumpkin bomb.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole mental breakdown thing was Amazing Spider-Man 123 through 137. That was one damn long nervous breakdown. That was right.
I like the build up to it, honestly. The execution was great. It's just that it's about Harry.
Yeah. Well, again, it's, the whole...
Even, like, that's, like, a super personal villain, and even he sucks. Like I said, it's just something about Spider-Man's Rose Gallery. Like, the design is cool, but their actual backstories and the reason why they hate Spider-Man is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Every last one of them.
Well, I mean, the whole thing that sets off that breakdown is, of course, that damn bridge again.
Yeah. The gift that keeps on giving.
It's like...
Thank you, Mr. Conway.
It's like, oh, my dad was the Green Goblin. Oh, he killed Gwen. See... Norman Osborn pulls all kinds of chicanery. Nothing. No one cares. Throw one blonde off a bridge, everyone loses their minds.
Exactly.
All right, are we ready for the next one?
319, let's do it.
Because Hammer's about to send in some more cannon fodder.
Yeah, Rhino.
No, I'm thinking Blacklash. But yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, it is pretty sad when, probably the best villain in the bunch is Rhino.
I like as they're flipping through that little board, and it's like Beetle, Constrictor, Leapfrog, Water Wizard. Really, bro?
Porcupine. Oh God. Oh yeah, this is after Porcupine's been killed in Captain America.
Yeah.
He literally fell on his own spines.
I mean, I think Stiletto's probably the best out of the bunch that gets that little mention.
Oh yeah, the little board, yeah. Alright, Amazing Spider-Man 319 from September 1989. The Scorpion's Tale of Woe. Yes, Tail.
Oh, wait, and worst of all, Sandy Kinsler.
What?
Sandy Kinsler, worst of all.
Oh, yes.
Worst character of the issue.
Same team, except, yes, only one colors this time. Friend of the friend, Gregory Wright. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm looking at the list of Man Killer. Oh, you need to sue for some shekels, little Hellfire.
No, DC does.
Oh, that's right.
Like Man Killer, Man Hunter.
Chester Musgrave. All right, hired by that's an old man name. Hired by Justin Hammer to kidnap. Yes, Hired by Justin Hammer to kidnap General Chester Musgrave, the Scorpion has instead decided to hold Musgrave hostage in exchange for J. Jonah Jameson. Unable to risk the life of Musgrave, Spider-Man finds himself reduced to picking up a pizza for his foe when he becomes hungry while waiting for Jameson to arrive. Although this...
Ooh.
Yeah. It's not even for a good villain, for the Scorpion.
At least put sardines on it, make them mad.
I think Spider-Man 2 owes Michelini some shekels.
Yes.
Although the Scorpion mocks Spider-Man for being unwilling to let innocent people get harmed, so Spider-Man made sure that the pizza had anchovies, much to the Scorpion's disgust.
See, it should have been. No, anchovies are good. Sardines are the things that you don't want to put on a pizza. Any Futurama fan knows anchovies belong on a pizza.
That's right, kid. She's a monster.
And you don't know nothing about a good slice.
Oh, my. Okay, can I get your opinion on something?
Sure.
All right, Lilith and everyone else. All right, is it okay, like, either at home with people or even if you're at work in a cafeteria? So I've encountered this phenomenon a lot of times, but are you people the kind of people who, if you don't use the entire time on the microwave, do you clear the time, or are you a monster like some people I know and just leave the time on there for other people to worry
Clear
about?
the time! Oh my god, I hate that. That is a pet peeve.
All right, well, don't live with Danielle then.
Oh. You know what? Screw you, Phil. She does a lot.
I know.
She can leave the timer beeping on the microwave. That's the only person I'll allow it for.
She agrees with me, kids, but Lilith is just afraid to go against Danielle.
How dare you?
What's even worse when I see it at work, I'm just like, you know what? This is like a shared area. You know, clear the effing microwave. You know,
Feels like from chaos comes order.
I'm just like,
And that's why I get to work from home, because I hate people.
Lilith is like, thank God the
Oh,
dog.
the break room was the worst. I'm so glad. I haven't seen a break room in like 3 years. It's been great.
Lilith is like, thank God dogs don't know how to use the microwave.
I would never feed my dog something from the microwave.
I know.
My precious little angels.
That's so funny. Yeah, well, they don't have to use a microwave. They get everything fresh. It's like God, it's like a Subway restaurant for dogs, kids. When Spider-Man checks to see how things are developing, the Colonel in charge informs him that J. Jonah Jameson is not cooperating with them. When Spider-Man considers asking the Scorpion to give them an extension, the villain informs him that their time is up and begins shooting wildly with his tail blaster in order to cover his escape.
You know what that means, kids.
Yeah, beat me to it. So yes,
What a joke.
you're under contract, kid. I gave you
Scorpion's tale of woe is right, man. This is so on the nose, it's not even funny.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. This kid had fought her summers. 2024, kids. You're gonna.
Because, you know, OCD Phil has the whole year plotted out already.
No, I don't. But I might have to start. Hey, the OCD. I plan on you should see me adjusted. We played that the whole year, and then it's like, let's switch this. Let's switch this. Okay.
Yeah, so you still have flexibility, so you're not quite Sheldon just yet.
That's right, kids. I have almost as much flexibility as a Todd McFarlane drawn Mary Jane. Hey-oh.
Well, that's saying a lot.
Hey-oh. Todd McFarlane Mary Jane versus Jim Ballin Catwoman.
Ooh. Another battle of the wrists, I see.
Oh my god, looks like you're looking at a freaking basketball court out here.
Oh, just wait till that's Power Girl special.
That's right, kids. Unlimited Justice, episode 52. Alright. Oh my god, that Power Girl issue and then Fire Nicer in it.
Yep.
Oh my.
I wonder
if my wrist is ready for
shade.
that.
Fire Nicer just like toned down Dazzler.
Oh! Ooh!
Ooh, hot take.
That's at Lil Hellfire.
Good luck finding me on social media, suckers.
P.O. Box 60. Oh.
42069.
Oh, do you have a P.O. Box down there? Oh my God, P.O. Box 69. Oh my. All your death threats. When the Scorpion tries to retreat in a helicopter, waiting to pick him up, Spider-Man tries to hitch a ride with a web line. However, the Scorpion sees this and cuts Spider-Man loose.
Hopefully got a tracker on him.
Get to the chopper. Shooting that web line. Onto the Scorpion's tail, Spider-Man swings up and secretly tags his enemy with a spider tracer. When his web line is cut by the helicopter's rotor blade, Spider-Man tries to make a dive into the East River. Later,
not the East River.
I know.
That's like the Gotham Harbor.
If the fall doesn't kill you, the chemicals will. Dad, there's a man swimming in the river. No, son.
That's just a dead body.
You see the mob that kills people. They throw the body in the river.
Chances never zero.
Kitzmuller. Later at the mansion of Justin Hammer, the wealthy inventor learns about how the Scorpion reneged on his deal. Deciding to make an example out of the villain, he goes over his list of operatives in order to find someone suitable to go after him.
He's like, oh, what's an insult to injury to rub salt in that one? Yeah, let's get the Rhino in backlash.
Well, I guess all my good people are after Iron Man at the moment, so.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, in Forest Hills, Spider-Man returns to his Aunt May's home where he has been staying. He learns from his aunt that his wife, Mary Jane, is still out on a modeling shoot.
We're going to use that in air quotes.
Yes.
We don't trust Mary Jane when she says she's going on a modeling shoot right now.
Oh, my. Where's all this money coming from?
Well, she is a pretty girl in New York City. She didn't have to do much.
Everyone loves cocaine.
Whoa! Although that one party they had, it was a little suspect.
Oh, yeah. Well, when Peter got
when they
drunk,
christened the pit house, yeah.
Why don't you sex me up?
Oh my God! If we ever made like a short film or something, it's basically Charlie Esser moving to the big city to try to get into modeling.
Show me a pole out there.
Can you imagine?
Show me a pole and I'll dance on it. Oh, I'm going to wear a gimp mask and murder people.
I mean, he does live in Jersey, so.
True.
I look as good as I do, no matter how old I am, and I date younger men.
My role model.
Oh my. You and Justin. However, in reality, Mary Jane is once more dancing her worries away after being sent home from another modeling assignment. She's pulled off the dance floor by her friend, Sandy Kitzler, who shockingly tells Mary Jane that she won't be getting another modeling gig ever again.
Bum, bum, bum. That's right, you'll be working on Secret Hospital. You're
What?
a washed up soap opera star now, lady.
I think this is when she goes to goes into the soap opera gig.
I know.
Oh my.
You're a washed up model now. No offense.
Oh my God! And I just found out recently. Thank you, Wondercast. No, the secret hospital thing that predates Mary Jane and Spider-Man. Even Michelini wrote I don't know, for some reason that escaped me. It's like, well, we were reading
General Hospital parody, right?
Yeah, but no, but I'm just saying a secret hospital appears because like David Michelini wrote like a Wonder Man one shot in like, oh God, it was like 1982 or 1983, and he was on Secret Hospital.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before he got on the Spider-Man series, Secret Hospital was around. It's a Michelini thing.
We need Patsy to be on Secret Hospital. Let's bring a Patsy book back. It's Secret Hospital. Why not?
Oh, Char. I mean, we have a Kel.
Oh, we can't say that too much. We actually might summon the Jersey Devil.
Yes.
So.
I mean, Patsy Walker has a book.
We've already talked about Otto, so.
But Patsy Walker has a book, but it's just,
it's
a little too dark for
they're not
Secret
focusing
Hospital.
on that part of Patsy anymore. But I think it would be cool, just like as a one shot.
Oh, that's the drop I need. Charlie singing the Patsy theme song.
You don't have any of the old files? He
Oh,
sung it like a lot.
I was going to say, I'll have to go through the archives and find that.
Does our Dropbox still work? It's got to be in the Dropbox.
So yes, all right. Well,
That's in the chat for Dropbox.
Speaking of Dropbox, meanwhile in Soho, Harry Osborn takes his wife Liz to the loft building that he recently uncovered. So
Liz is just the worst waste of butter of a character, bro. Like, I do
damn.
not like Liz Allen.
Again, make her a co-conspirator with Betty Brant.
Give him something to do. Jeez.
So this building's just been sitting here until Harry Osborn had remembered he owns it.
I mean, that's classic Osborn behavior. You get amnesia, you start wandering through the city. Hey, don't I own this and this? I wonder what's in the secret bunker.
And I love how there's a Green Goblin suit here. This is like the one building Roderick Kingsley missed when he was looking for Goblin equipment.
Convenient
Gobble,
plot
gobble.
point is convenient.
I know. He explains to his wife, and with the damage done to an Osborn Chemicals plant uptown, see Inferno, he has decided to move his family here so he doesn't have to commute from New Jersey to oversee repairs. Yeah, he just wants to get out of Jersey. That hive of scum and villainy.
Exactly. Even Harry Osborn doesn't.
When even Harry Osborn doesn't want to live in your state. However, Liz is worried because she sees a Green Goblin mask among the boxes of items in the room. When she brings this up, Harry assures her that he is throwing it out with the rest of the trash. What, Liz is sitting in the box?
Hop in? Exactly.
Back in Queens later that evening, Mary Jane returns to Aunt May's house to find Peter waiting up for her. I'm sure he is. Mary Jane explains that the reason why her modeling gigs have been drying up because of the machinations of Jonathan Caesar.
Bitter old man.
Even though he is in prison for trying to kidnap Mary Jane, he has been using his influence to blackball her from the modeling industry.
Yep, that sounds about right. Sounds a little Harvey Weinstein to me, but that's none of my business.
And then Peter's like, "Do you want me to?" And she's like, "No, I'll handle this." So it's like, what was Peter going to say? Was Peter going to go threaten him in prison?
Yeah, he's going to go threaten an old man. Absolutely. I mean, it ain't gonna be the first time, and it ain't gonna be the last time. Like I said, Vulture is like his first villain, so, he really doesn't, like old people.
I know, but I'm just saying, what was he gonna do? Was he gonna, like, dangle him off a rooftop, or say...
Maybe. You know how Peter gets when he's angry. He is a hothead, and he's got a lot of anger issues that he's never worked out, so...
Oh, and especially if you put Mary Jane in a bad mood, and she's not in the mood. Oh, Peter's gonna be in a mood.
Exactly.
Oh, if you're C-blocking him, oh, can you imagine that anger?
I mean, we're gonna see what happens to Paul, so.
Nah, he's a white man. He'll be fine.
Hello.
Well, when Zeb Wells the world.
Touche.
So who's the ultimate C-blocker, Mephisto or Zeb Wells?
Again, that's a tough choice.
But,
like I said, the new fans really seem to like what Zeb is doing because they're new fans and they don't know better.
I don't know.
They don't know what we had. They don't understand the money troubles in the marriage and the side boob. They don't have that history.
Don't you kids want this back?
They never experienced Todd McFarlane drawing Spider-Man. It's a whole thing.
Don't you kids want to return to greatness of Mary Jane? Side boob Sally? Come on. All right. Here's where it gets scary. At that moment, in an abandoned barn in Connecticut, the Scorpion is hiding out from the authorities while he tries to figure out what to do about General Musgrave. Since he double-crossed Justin Hammer, he considers the idea of selling Musgrave for his military secrets. He thinks the best thing to do is see if the Kingpin is interested in making a deal and makes plans to return to Manhattan in the morning. Kingpin's not going to waste time on you.
I'm pretty sure Kingpin doesn't want to see Scorpion. They've got some kind of beef still, right?
He's not going to get past the lobby, okay?
I know. I'm just saying, that wouldn't be my first choice.
Dude, you're such a failure.
But they don't have the internet just yet, so.
Dude, you're such a failure as a supervillain. Even Frank Castle's not going to waste time on you.
Not even a mercy bullet, bro.
Burn.
Not even a mercy bullet.
He's not even on the list. I think he would go after Shocker first.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment. Poor Scorpion.
The next morning, Spider-Man has skipped classes once again to try and pinpoint the spider tracer he planted on the Scorpion the day before. Hey, you're not going to get that master's degree, kid.
Not a very good example. He's not a very good role model here.
Nope. The wall crawler is in luck.
How to be a good superhero. Actually go to your classes and get the villain and get the girl.
There's a man's life at stake. The wall crawler is in luck as he
It's Scorpion.
I know.
He'll be fine.
The wall crawler is in luck as he eventually picks up the signal coming from a truck on the street below. This is because the Scorpion got lost driving his way back into the city and ended up in Queens.
Wow.
Yep.
Like, incompetence. But, like, it's not like Frank Castle, like, with a bad writer incompetent. It's like funny ha-ha incompetent. We're all in on the joke that Scorpion has no business being a villain, right? Like, that's the thing.
And the whole thing was, I think when Jameson originally hires him, he's like a private investigator or something. Can you imagine?
Worse than Ralph Dibny.
Here's some blurry out of focus shots of your wife cheating, sir.
Is that Vaseline?
Whoa! Was that Vaseline?
putting the steak and steak out, if you know what I mean.
Whoa! Steak? You're giving
the best dick jokes on the internet.
That's right, kids. If you're new here, yes, we do the best dick jokes on the internet worldwide. But you said steak. I think you're giving Gargan too much credit.
Well, a steak isn't Steak and Shake. I don't think that's real steak either. So
Steakums.
I'm joking. Yeah, actually, I shouldn't talk. I love Steak and Shake. I love it. No jokes.
Please sponsor us. And again, check out
Frisco Burger's the best burger in the world, I tell you.
And again, check out Salty and Petty episode 21 for our food reviews.
We're gonna have to do an Arby's taste test one week.
Oh, I'm down.
I told you, like, they got the chicken nuggets and stuff. You gotta try it if you haven't been to Arby's in a while.
I did. The last time we went a few weeks ago, I did get the chicken, and Danielle was like, "Why?" And I was like, Lilith said it's so good.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Like, I was like really shocked. Like they're like, because they're different. Like they're actually like not like the breaded stuff like McDonald's and Wendy's.
So you're saying it was actually real chicken? Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man webs up the windshield of the van.
Well, that's not safe for anybody.
Forcing the Scorpion to crash the vehicle. I'm like, isn't this a hostage situation and we're crashing the van?
I guess Spider-Man has beef with the military too. I don't know.
Spider-Man then frees General Musgrave and tells him to run for cover. However, before Spider-Man and the Scorpion can duke it out, they are ambushed by the Rhino and Blacklash, who have come to recover the General and punish the Scorpion for disobeying orders.
Oh, this is a definition of a sucker punch. A sucker punching you.
I'm punching and you're a sucker.
Oh.
While Spider-Man gets Musgrave to safety, the two mercenaries go after the Scorpion. This leads them to the site of the old New York World's Fair.
I guess the artist wanted to have some fun. So,
I mean, yeah, why not? McFarlane.
Exactly.
There, Spider-Man takes on Blacklash while the Scorpion battles the Rhino. The Scorpion battles the Rhino. Okay. While Spider-Man is significantly distracted, the Rhino overpowers the Scorpion and forcibly removes his mechanical tail.
Yeah, Justin's taking back his property. Thank you.
Oh my.
It's a repo. He got his tail repoed. This is so sad.
See? Rhino's a basically,
That's why you gotta park it in the garage. Hey.
Rhino's a tow truck, okay? By the time Spider-Man has recovered, both Blacklash and Rhino have escaped. Checking on General Musgrave, Spider-Man contacts the authorities to take the Scorpion away. He then asks the General if he doesn't mind posing for some photos for a friend of his down at the Daily Bugle.
Oh, Peter. This is like the worst way to end an issue. Come on, Pete. Come on.
Yes. Oh, here we go. Here's the villain list. Yes, it's various villains on Hammer's computer are unavailable for various reasons. These individuals, it's all coming back to me now. The Beetle, who's listed as inactive. At the time of this story, the Beetle's armor was rendered inert by Iron Man in Iron Man 227. That's the Armor Wars, kids.
Yeah.
He will have his armor repaired by the time he next appears in Fantastic Four 334. I believe that was Acts of Vengeance.
Acts of Vengeance. Also another gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, I know. Justin and I were talking one day about maybe doing every issue of Acts of Vengeance.
Oh, wow. I didn't know Justin was a masochist.
That might be like a summer event or something. That might be like 3 months.
Yeah, you guys do that next year.
Because
I'll be sure to send in feedback to make sure you guys are okay.
I mean, it's basically everybody. Anyone who had a Marvel book at the time.
I'd rather watch the Fantastic Foreskin
for
a week straight than ever have to deal with that. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Leapfrog, who hasn't been in Justin Hammer's employ since Iron Man 127. This is because he gave up his life of crime as seen as in Marvel Team Up 121. The original Blizzard listed as...
Cash Grab 121? Okay.
The original Blizzard listed as inactive here as he is actually deceased as he was killed by Iron Man.
Yeah, that's the Iron Man 2020 stuff, right?
Yep, an Amazing Spider-Man Annual 20. Scroll down, kids. Man Killer is listed as deceased. This is likely because she was last seen being electrocuted in Marvel Team Up 107.
I thought she was in Thunderbolts, though, right? So they brought her back?
Yeah. Well, I mean, at this point in this Amazing Spider-Man issue, this was before Thunderbolts, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, however, she survived and will resurface years later in Thunderbolts number 3. Good job. Force is also listed as inactive. He hasn't been employed by Hammer since Iron Man 224 when he defected to the side of Tony Stark. Regardless, Iron Man deactivated his armor in Iron Man 225. Yes. Force resumes his activities as an armored mercenary in Iron Man 79.
Porcupine. This is probably why I hate Captain America and the damn Serpent Wars.
Yes, Porcupine is listed as deceased. He died during a battle with the Serpent Society in Captain America 3:15. Yes, this was the big controversy because, like, he's being chased by Diamondback. He trips and lands on one of his own spines and it kills him. So, that was the whole thing in the letters pages for a long time. It's like, was she legally culpable in his murder?
And I feel like they only asked that because Diamondback was a woman. I'm just saying. I'm being real. Well, and now we're getting to see Diamondback in Captain America 4, so that's kind of timely.
Yes, they have cast.
I'm not familiar with the actors that they cast, but like I said, Marvel, I'm going to tell you what, Marvel, they dig them out of wherever they find them, whether they're cloning them or creating them, I don't know, but they do a good job with their casting, so.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I like the character of Diamondback.
I am worried about Phase 5, not going to lie. Phase 4 kind of was a flop. Phase 5's not looking too much better.
But I'm guessing they're doing a whole Serpent Society thing in Captain America 4. So, yes, if you want...
It's going to be interesting to see the live-action interpretation.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And if you want to get Prime, kids, make sure you tune in the Marvel... Down. No, we'll tune in the Marvel Tales in July. Justin and I are going to do some more.
Didn't we do something about the Serpent? We did something.
They were part of that whole thing, that whole U.S. agent stuff we did. So yes, but Justin and I are going to cover some more Captain America of that era with Serpent Society,
doing the Lord's work.
Will was like, so I don't have to. I was going to say, was there any new Spider-Man books this week? Because I didn't get many Marvel books this week. Thank you, UPS.
I could have sworn there might have been. Let me just double check my pile.
Because I know we're
flipping through my iPad. Let's see.
We're still a few days away from the Amazing Spider-Man 26.
Bishop, Daredevil, and Echo, which we have to cover on The Devil You Know. Oh, Extreme Venomverse number 2 was out. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Is Extreme Venomverse.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't get my books this week yet, but
Hallows Eve
count that? Is out. Yeah. Oh, and Spider-Man 2099 Dark Genesis, which has basically been weekly.
Yeah.
Oh, Venom Lethal Protector 2 number 3.
Yeah.
When literally it should be Venom Lethal Protector 3 because we had one in the 90s. But they ain't my business.
It's like when Bendis did Man of Steel, and it's like, babes, somebody did it before you and better.
Ooh.
Like, so rude.
I know. 2-page
Sorry,
ads.
that was my dentist.
Bendis.
TV ads. I'm still not. That's almost as bad as the Wonder Woman Snickers half-page ad, man. Like,
And it flopped.
it's gonna go up there. It's gonna go down in history.
Even TV ads and it flopped. Oh, DC.
Poor DC still trying to recoup their money.
But I was telling you, between Bendis and Snyder, man, they're still repairing the damage to the Superman brand. Bendis, Snyder, and New 52.
James Gunn's got a lot of work ahead of him. Can we get an F in the chat for James Gunn's workload?
All right.
On that note.
On that note, all right. So anything else? Any final thoughts on these, Lilith?
Give him the homework.
Lilith's like, no, get me out of here.
I mean, he's cannon fodder. He's fun. Listen, I love a good listen. I love a good Scorpion story. I love a good Silk story. I love a good shocker story. Like, it's funny. And sometimes you just need that. You gotta laugh to keep from crying at this point with Spider-Man. So. And
it basically, at the end of the story, Spider-Man's not doing much. It's basically the battle of the cannon fodder. It's so ridiculous. It's funny.
But, like, the setup was really cool. I liked it. It's like, Justin Hammer didn't stick out too much,
Yes.
And they actually had restraint. There wasn't, like, an Iron Man crossover. Although, it might have helped. A little bit. But there was just so much going on. It was just very well thought out, I think, personally.
Oh, yeah.
Did it need to be 2 issues? Probably not, but it's okay. It could be worse. They could have dragged this out for 6 issues, Modern comics could never.
Hey, you mean like they did it like they did right after this when they did the I think the bi-week or the bi-monthly assassination plot for the summer.
Yeah, it's to be expected for the summer, though.
Yeah, and then they rolled right into Acts of Vengeance.
Yep, and I don't think we've stopped having a crossover since, but that's none of my business.
All right, kids. All right, so next week it's going to be the end of the month, so Ray and Dave will be back as they learn the true mastermind behind the 90s Clone Saga.
Oh, are they okay? Are their minds blown?
I don't think they've read it yet, so we'll find out.
Told you should have made her read it live.
Oh my! I'm going to be like, record your reactions. All right, but in July, Lilith Hellfire. Guess what our theme is going to be for July, Lilith Hellfire?
Is it Captain America?
No, I won't do that to you. No, it's going to be Felicia Hardy.
Oh, hell! Wow!
Superior Puss. Yes, kids, because in July we'll cover her first appearance from Amazing Spider-Man 194 and 195, and then Amazing Spider-Man 204 and 205. Week 3, Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 87 and 88. And then we'll round that out with Felicia Hardy, Black Cat 1 through 4. That's the 90s miniseries. So.
Okay, cool.
And then if everyone enjoys that, then maybe at some point, maybe next year, we'll throw in another Felicia Hardy month and do some of
Felicia February?
Jed. Oh, we could maybe cover some of the Jed McKay stuff.
Ooh, yeah. Now that's I am definitely up for if you catch my drift.
Oh my!
Gotta stay on brand, Phil. Gotta stay on brand.
See, look, we're already building the schedule next year. Cannon,
exactly.
Cannon Fodder Summer, Felicia February. See, I have to write this stuff down so don't forget. All right.
You'll remember when you listen back like the narcissist you are. I'm joking.
I haven't listened back to a lot of this because I just don't have the time anymore.
Yeah, you're pulling a Rob now. You're the new Rob Southgate.
Why did your eye drift into my box?
Why did your eye drift over to my box? Go back and look at my history. I get so much right.
All right, kids. Send us all your thoughts on all this upcoming stuff. And again, so you can still keep sending us your Across the Spider-Verse thoughts. I'll read them whenever we're here. So email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614.
It was such a fun movie.
382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. That's right. It was great. All right. And remember, you can find everything Capes and Lunatics, social media, episodes, merchandise, the Patreon. Please subscribe to the Patreon. Lil Hellfire's going nuts over there.
Don't forget to go give that Anno Cinti interview some love if you haven't seen it.
Yes. Capes and Lunatics episode 300, kids. I talked to Ann about, the new Storm miniseries, her Daredevil work. I even asked her a Spider-Man question about her, about the Mad Dog Ward stuff. So there's a lot of stuff there. So
Because only you would.
why? I just read it. I was like, yeah, I have a
question.
Hey, man, they love it. The creators love it when you ask them about stuff that not
know.
everyone asks them. She even said when she goes to conventions, that's all people want to talk about is Daredevil. So see?
Well, that'll change with that Storm. I'm going to tell you what.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's right, kids. A flashback tale set in the Chris Claremont era. All right, so, yes. So, find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right, Lilith Hellfire, if anyone wants to know how to create a supervillain, where can they get a hold of you?
Well, first you start off by naming your kid Maximilian Alexander. No, I'm kidding. If you guys want to be my friend, I'm an old lady now, so I'm embracing it. Friend me on Facebook at Lilith Hellfire. I'm on there sometimes. I'll see your requests. We can hang out on Facebook.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Rhino and Blacklash show up and Justin Hammer says,
Try to donkey punch me now, bitch.
I'm taking that tail!
they show up at the...
You need the money. Gimme.
stinging my way downtown.
Tapping my way downtown.
Yes.
Nobody should have pity for the scorpion, so it's fine.
If you're new here, kids, yeah, that's right. We're not right. All right. Yeah.
Insane in the brain!
All right, that's right, kids. Next week, the Australians are back to wrap up the 90s clone saga. And then in 2 weeks, Lilith and I kick off Black Cat July. It's going to get hot. It's going to get hot in July. But until then, swing on back.